Hello, friends. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth. And today, on my section El Buchito, a little bit of coffee in the afternoon or tea before you go to bed, I'm going to be talking about a subject that I just recently ran across. It doesn't necessarily means that I agree with it, but I'm still going to tell you about it. Well, it so happens that another prestigious university professor scientist is actually saying that we are not going to make it all the way through the century. So, just like Chris was saying, 1999, 2000 party over. This scientist is saying we ain't gonna make it to 2100. And you might say, okay, well, that concerns me. And am I gonna live that long to see it? Maybe not, right? Some people might, some people might not. Okay, maybe if you were born in the year 2000 and you're lucky to last 100 years, you'll be able to see what they say. What they're saying is going to be the demise of the human species, the extinction of the human species. If you can believe that, well, that's what they're saying, right? And why is this professor saying this? He's saying this because of many different factors, but mostly is the biodiversity is not sustainable any longer. The way we're living right now, we cannot sustain the biodiversity. So what does that mean? That means that living things that used to live, let's say 100 years or 200 years ago, are becoming extinct. And at an alarming rate. So, like you always say, you always see these people say, oh, save the polar bear, or save the tigers, or save the pandas, and they want to save this kind of bird or this kind of plant. Well, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about saving these type of biological species. It could be plants, it could be worms, it could be trees, it can be animals, mammals. And guess what? We are also mammals. So, what happens? We are going to be extinct, according to what this professor is saying. Okay? The way that the world is going, and everything that's being already disappeared from this planet, the trees, the forests, the different animals, all that is going to have a major effect, especially, they say, towards the end of this century, to the point where there ain't gonna be nothing left. And guess what? We are part of that. So, in reality, I think that what those guys that want to go colonize the moon, colonize Mars, and start working on the moon, they have plans to go to Mars and start working on Mars. Well, that may be a solution, because the way this planet is going, say natural disasters, pandemics, and you name it, you won't be able to hide under a rock. You won't be able to dig a hole deep enough to save your butt. Okay? And like I said before, I not necessarily agree with this right now, because I think we can still do something about it. We're still not at the tipping point, but this scientist that just came out with this, and I'm not gonna mention any names. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But that's what he's saying. He's saying that we ain't gonna make it to the next century. Maybe that might not concern me, because I may not make it all the way over there. But that's gonna concern other people that I care about, the ones that are coming after me, right? And the young people, say the people that were born, like I said, in the 2000s and beyond. Either way, I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm still gonna be me. And I'm gonna live every day like it was my last day on this planet. But responsibly. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, it's 81 degrees over here, Fahrenheit. It's hot. And then they said the global warming is not real. It's supposed to be Christmas, right? Christmas time. 81 degrees. Yes, sirree, baby. I'll see you on my next video. Take care, everybody.